Hi, my name is Kim Mazzella, and I am a mindset coach and I'm a life docent. And today I want to talk about I was discussing something with a client today, and I was sharing part of my journey on really becoming happy and letting go of the past and the changes that I had to make when I was a young woman in order to learn the things that I learn and teach today. And she was very frustrated, and because she thought that if she could figure out this one thing, then it would make her change. And I had to take her back to help her realize that knowing the why doesn't necessarily make it better. It doesn't necessarily inspire a different behavior. We change when we become the energy that we want to take on, when we set our intentions and we focus on what we want. And the better question to ask is how can I get what I want? How am I holding myself back? How can I place myself in the position that I want to be in to get what I want? These are the questions. And what can I do? Right? Another question, what can I do? What can I do today? What can I focus on today to create the life that I want? Why this happened to me, while it's important to know, figure it out after you make the change. Because what will happen is, and this is what happened to me, I kept thinking if I could understand why I had a food addiction, I would stop the addiction. And that wasn't what happened. What actually happened was I had to get to the other side of it and move myself into that position of changing the way I think, right? I had to change the way I think. Once I changed the way I thought, once I managed to change the way I thought and how I felt about myself, those two things I changed together in tandem, which is really about being very, very specific in my thinking and being very, very, and using a lot of tools. I didn't just like, oh, let me change the way I think. I used a bunch of tools in order to get there. Then once I started to bump up against the tools that became really uncomfortable, I started to really understand why. I started to really understand why I was struggling so much. And the truth is, as you step into your new self, as you start to make the changes that you need to make in your relationship, in your life, as you step into your new self, the whys become apparent anyway. So if you are hoping that knowing why, it's funny because I remember reading the story about, I think her name was Jessica or Jennifer Doulos, the woman in Connecticut who was killed by her husband. And I remember thinking that nobody ever figured out why. And I remember laughing about it because I thought it doesn't really matter. There's so many lessons that we could learn as women empowerment and being able to, listen to the red flags and maybe that family is all going through it. And why isn't really going to help anyone heal? But how, when, what, those are the questions of healing. Why is the outcome, right? And everybody deserves to have that relationship that they really want. So don't weigh yourself down with why. Why is my dog sneezing all the way through this? That might be my question. But regardless, you deserve to be happy. So ask yourself what you can do. Ask yourself how you're going to do it and focus on really creating the life that you want. I hope you liked what I had to say. As always, remember that if you want to get in touch with me, the way to get in touch with me is in the description bar. And life is super short. So find someone and be kind to them. Have fun in life and love everything. Thanks for listening.